This is a shop update on my shop in the forest, or in the woods, whatever you want to call it. I keep all my fuels and diesel and stuff in that thing there. Man lift basket over there. 3 doors, she's 65 by 60. Little tub over there in case I gotta find a hole in a tire or something. Wash sink, stainless steel wash sink, just leave it outside, hot and cold running water, hand cleaner. And then in here is, that's a partition. I use that to keep all the dirt that I generate from grinding and blowing stuff off and all that kind of stuff from getting on my other toys. And also any sparks or stuff that might run over there. And then this has been up here about 7 years, 6 years, something like that. Doorway in it to go across, just framed it out of wood. It's starting to get a little lopsided here and there, but that's what that stuff does. And it's a nylon woven plastic stuff there. You can see my Chevy flag, keep the dirt out of there. It is dirty on that side. My door with all my stickers on it. So there you go, bug catcher. There's my press, hydraulic press, air over hydraulic, Grizzly. There's a shelf with a bunch of small parts, fuses and clamps, hose clamps, and wire connectors and wire plugs, and AN fittings down there, and stainless bolts and nuts. And then here's the butt connectors, electrical butt connectors, and rivets and rib nuts. And then here down here is the metric shoulder bolts and standard shoulder bolts and a little assortment of metric bolts. You never know when you might need one. Here's my toolbox, Snap-on, teal. There's a video on it. So there you go with that. And then bumper I'm working on, putting the factory bumper back on the 93. Rebuilt the wiring harness. Put some edge molding on it. And then that shelf there is electrical. Plugs and fittings and stuff like that. And then brake components for brake lines type stuff, big clamps. Then O-rings and stuff like that. And there's my stomp shear, Grizzly, 48 inch. Then there's my pan brake. And that's a Grizzly too. In the winter I keep them covered up with plastic. So here's the edge roller, bead roller parts there, and then all my layout stuff I keep in here and stuff like that. And there's an anvil, there's a layout table. So there's a buffer, a little shield on the back to keep all the garbage from blowing everywhere. Little grinder, sharpen up some bits or touch up some tooling. And then here's all the there's a spare bench grinder. Here's parts for all kinds of different parts. Those are brake parts and air cleaner parts and all kinds of stuff like that. High output alternators. And here's factory wires that are removed, and then I could just pick a color if I need to add, or a wire or something like that. And there's some motor parts. This is all gauge parts, dash panel gauge parts. A new carpet for the back of the wall. Some new parts up there. Here's some small parts, air couplers and hose repair stuff and screws and all kinds of stuff like that. And here's more just OBS parts. And here's more of these small tools. Here's my soldering station. As you can tell, I don't use it much. But there it is, computer, two computers here, and well, laptop and a main desktop, and then amp, and then here's all my oils and filters, motor oils and filters up here. Keep all my engine oil and or not engine oil, engine oil's up there. This is all brake fluid and differential oil and stuff like that, hydraulic jack oil, power steering oil, stuff like that. Then battery charging station back here for the battery tools, water pumps and high output, differential stuff. And here's some more small block Chevy stuff, some axles, crank, some front and rear end suspension stuff, some OBS brake kit from Little Shop, some heads, extra engine stand. This is where I do all my grinding. This is all spare belts, 4-inch grinder, oscillating grinder, 2-inch grinder, and then 1-inch grinder, spare belts. Here's my small lathe. There's my Dremel. Keep all my paint supplies up here. Not paint supplies, sanding supplies, Bondo stuff, sandpaper, all that kind of stuff up here. Then here's routers and nail guns and skill saws and planers and stuff like that up there. And here's my drill press right here. And here's my jet bench grinder, 8-inch. This is a Harbor Freight saw that I turned into a vertical saw. I don't do that much vertical sawing, so it works pretty good. For the little stuff, cutting off a bolt or cutting out a little something here and there. Here's my horizontal bandsaw. It's a Grizzly. So there you go on that. Then here's my toolbox for my mics, measuring tools, and lathe tooling, all in there. There's my lathe. It's a Grizzly lathe. Had it a few years. Now I'm no machinist, but I can get myself in trouble or out of trouble, just depending on how I look at it. Some more tooling for the lathe, and this is tooling for the milling machine. And this is all tooling for this mill. It's a Grizzly mill. Had it a long time. It's a pretty old mill. Done good. Works well for what I do. It's not no precision. Not going to make surgical tools on it. But you can cut out stuff here and there and square stuff up and all kinds of stuff like that. And then here's my workbench. Snap-on workbench with the snap-on vise. Had this a long time, like 30 years. Maybe longer, man. I'm getting old, so it might be 40 years. I don't know. I've had it forever. Oh, some miscellaneous wiring stuff. And here's all my chemicals for some paint chemicals, some brake clean, my tape, paint, leftover paint stuff, and then cleaning products up there, interior car cleaning products, parts cleaning products, propane torches. Here's my welder, Miller Dynasty 200, water cooled. And then down here I have a Miller, I think that's a 211, Miller MIG welder. And keep that down there. Bottles are back there. It's on a cart. And here's my welding table, or my do whatever I want table with the steel top. All my clamps. Then here's a Miller Spectrum 375 plasma cutter. Need to dig that out of there and clean that off. That's a rubbing compound that's sprayed everywhere because I'm old and don't know what the heck I'm doing. Then here's the small Miller 150 STH down here. Gas forks right there. Bottle of argon down there. So It's got a big Welton vise on it, which is pretty much the same as that Snap-on vise. Then here's my welding bench, grinding, whatever I need to do, welding helmets, grinders, hole saws, more grinders, a few clamps, the vise that comes with it, 2 storage trays underneath. That's a Miller bench. Back about, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago, maybe more, 8 years ago, they had a big sale thing going where you got $500 off if you bought that bench and that welder and that plasma cutter. You got $500 off the whole package if you bought all 3. So I bought an extra cabinet, drawer cabinet. Here's my Makita, keep my Makita grinders here. 110 grinders, mostly kept there. Rotary tool, metal shear. And then here's all my, keep my long steel here. Tubing, square tubing, flat metal, stuff like that. Keep it all here. And then there's my Easy Jacks or Easy Lift or whatever the hell they call them. They weigh a ton. That's why they mostly sit there. Anyways, that's what that is. And then here's my nut and bolt assortment. Fine thread, coarse thread. Need to get rid of these boxes. Airline, air compressor. I'm using PEX. Been up there about 12 years now. No blowouts on the PEX. Goes all the way down and around. Up the wall and over to the lathes and stuff. So that's where the PEX is. There you go. All fire extinguishers. That one's water filled. There's one hanging here that's ABC. Right there. It's an old one. Can't get it refilled, but it's better than nothing. I have new ones that that I'll use first. There's one here on the welding table that I could grab. Then there's another one on this welding table that I could grab. And these are all up to date more clamps, Encode fire extinguishers. So there you go. That's the shop update. There's the 93 sitting out in the forest. Thanks for watching.